And welcome back everybody, Basil here, and we're right back to Arknights, the new event slash preview of the 16th chapter. Today we're going to work from 1613 on. Let's see how this ends up being. Well, let's get right into it and actually pick up our OG squad for this one. I hope we don't need to adapt too much like last time. 1612 was quite difficult. Obviously, we're skipping the story. Like I said earlier, everybody can pick up the story on their own. I will do that after I record everything. Great, so a lot of pollution there. Great. How do we deal with these? Guess we need to start attacking pollution areas. Ah, we can activate miners. Activate the miners. And we need to probably start destroying stuff eventually. I'll actually try and save up for Lapland here. Maybe. Oh, we can't throw down Harika. Interesting. So yeah, we're going to wait for Lapland's ability to activate to try and destroy those pollution blobs sooner. Do you actually have a useful ability? Not something specific for this map, okay. Alright, we are mining forward, slowly but surely destroying those pollution blobs. While the miners keep going here. I guess placing down Exia here, not Exia, water can help. There we go, pollution gone. Miners can now walk through normally. We can place down some blocks. Might as well place down Typhon here as well. Activate Lappy. Activate Typhon. Activate Ponk. And make sure that no enemies just walk through here all willy-nilly, but it looks good so far. Might as well just place down Thorns right in the middle as well. The challenge of this map could, or the challenge mode of this map could be a little more iffy with the timing, but I think if I can focus on a few areas here early on, we might not be that much in trouble. Activate Typhon now for eternity. Activate the new character, Mantra. And without any extra scouts so far, we should be fine. We can now just activate Lapland and we're fine. Cool. So that's the normal version of this, in I should say adverse mode, not the standard. But now we have to use strategic simulation. More army shield guards appear, which is probably fine. Well, we can just reduce our deployment. More heavily polluted, core of stupor. Attack greatly increased. That should work. We'll see how terrible this is. I think we'll just ignore placing down Ponkaris early on and just straight up place down Lapland. Or we could place down Walter early on as well. Which feels weird, but yeah, let's do that. Because Walter can actually reach everywhere. Oh, and we lose because one of those bats actually made it through. Okay, so we actually might need Lappy then? How do we deal with those bats? Or maybe do those bats automatically attack somebody within range? That's also possible. Let's do this. Place down Ponk early on. Yeah, okay, so those bats attack immediately the first thing they see. Interesting. Huh. So, that's gonna be weird. How do we stop the bats then? How do we stop the bats from just running through? Flying units self-destructs when nearing allied units, dealing AoE arts damage and inflicting self-damage. So we might have to do this and just accept that there's more and be able to just tank away the bats. That might be a thing that we need to do. How many more of these facilities are there? Okay, there's just a couple ones in the middle. But at least maybe now Ponk can actually survive the bats for a little bit. Yeah, okay, so she can survive 3 now before she dies. Can maybe even activate her ability before she does. Nope. Okay, at least now the miners will take some damage here. That's a good part. So we actually just have to go with the same route here, I think. Yep, okay, Mantra's taking that damage. Good. Lapland can activate. And we can just activate Mantra as well. So that is better. Having somebody tank the first few bats to then be able to just place down everything else. Activate Typhon. Now we can start placing down our units again. Place down Ponk. We can soon place down Thorns. There we go. Activate Ponk. And now we should be fine. Those robots might be annoying, but I think it's not going to be the biggest issue. Activate Lapland to hopefully deal with those robots and bats more. There we go. Activate Typhon finally. I got baited so often thinking that the tower here is Typhon's ability, but no. It's just right above. Can activate those two. And now everything should go swimmingly. There's a battery above that dude, or an energy sign above that guy. Huh, interesting. Oh well. They'll all die. I can activate Mantra just because. Seems to be a very similar ability to Logos, actually. It might be a Primal Caster. Core Caster, okay, so it's not the same class, but it has a very similar idea of ability. Where it starts attacking everything at once. Okay, so that is 1613. Then we have 1614, which doesn't look too bad. I say that and I'll probably eat my words. Skippy skippy. I hope everybody got past 1612 fairly well. I know the bear is really difficult, but actually a lot of content creators have begun uploading a very good guide at this point, or very good guides, plural, to deal with them in a much better way. Activate miners. Activate this. Might as well place down Walter and place down Whoop. Can also place down Typhon for right here. Activate Whoop. Activate Typhon. And at this point we should be golden. Just place down Thorns just because we can. Do Haruka like so, and I don't think the map's going to have any more struggles for us. It was really just 1612 that gave us many difficulties. I say that and I see a Mangler Beast there, and I do not like that. Let's hope that we can just burst it away. Yeah, okay, good. We're all the way back in 2020 now with how Arknights just revolves around single-load high DPS units. Or mostly Exia being really good again. Haruka. There's so many scouts. We can probably stop sending these guys out and rather use them as blockers now. Okay. The Mango Beasts will pretty soon just perish. There we go, and it's just the scouts. 3 more of them remaining, which Typhon will probably just pick off here. Yep, there we go. So I don't think that we need to change that all that much, unless the challenge is mean. Army Phantom HP increased, Army Veteran Shield Guard increased. I guess that's increased the shield guards. 2 high ground tiles on the right side of the map are no longer available. Let's rather increase the Mangler Beast attack because it didn't matter. We don't block the Mangler Beast, we just kill the Mangler Beast. Okay. We had Ponk first. Wait for Ponk's ability. Activate Miners. Activate Ponk. Place down Wizardell. Place down Wulp. Generate more DP. Helping the cause. And now we're just waiting for Typhon. There we go. Activate Volp. Activate Typhon. Now we can place down Haruka like so. And I'm just going to have to hope. Yeah, okay, good. We did deal with that, which is very necessary. Activate Haruka. Activate Gulp. And now we can place down Exia. No, 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 no. Oh. I hate it when miners either don't spawn or they move away. That was so unnecessary. Big skill issue, not deactivating the tower right after the pollution is gone. But we'll just do the same again, I guess. Though, does it matter? Could we just place down Ponk here and deal some damage beforehand? Probably. Activate them. Activate Ponk. Place down Wizardell. Place down Volp. Activate Volp. Activate Wizardell. Place down Typhon. Activate Volp. Activate Typhon. Place down thorns, who can hopefully just also kill things. Activate Ponk. We really need to get rid of that guard there. There we go. Now we can place down Exia here. Have Exia kill the Mangler Beast and whatever scouts get through. There we go. No problemo. Now we can deactivate the tower and be fine. Just reactivate Typhon as well, so that the second activation is up. And now everything's all hunky-dory. No more worries. We can't misplay anymore. Activate Exia. Oh dear. Let's actually be a little bit aware of those guards. Activate Lapland. Doesn't actually look like I necessarily needed Lapland, but it's also nice having her there. Activate Exia. Activate you. Destroy everything, please. And activate Volta. There we go. Good. It looked a little bit iffy towards the end because so many things spawned. But we did well there. So that's all 24 of these. So there's still a couple of maps apparently. So let's see. 16, 15. The last one for this episode. I think in the future I'll probably just post one large video with all the maps in one go instead of splitting it up in several episodes, so that you guys don't need to wait and I don't need to split up everything on its own constantly. So they are going to pass through there first. Okay. Oh, there's a stupid tower there that actually burns everything. Haruka activate. Miners go. Activate Ponk. Place down thorns. Activate miners. Activate Haruka. Place down Exia, I guess. Activate thorns. Activate Exia. Get rid of those dudes up there. It's pretty much the important part. Although all of this is really irritating. I'll activate Lapland here, I think. Oh, and we lose. Okay, we need to place down Lapland really, really soon. We need Ponk, definitely. We need Haruka, probably. Or we do the thing that I always say, or I've said it enough. We probably want Perfumer. Because we need a map-wide heal. And Perfumer is my map-wide heal. I do not have an Aefiala, or however she's pronounced. So Perfumer just has to do. Please give me CP quickly. There we go. Activate miners. Activate Ponk. Activate miners. Place down probably you here. So now the aggro should be up there. I can activate the breacher. And we just barely made it. Okay. We can activate her. We can place down Lapland. Hopefully Lapli can heal against it. No, she can't. Jeez. This is really an annoying map because I can't push forward at all here. Now we can destroy one of the cannons. Maybe. Fast enough. No, we can't. Oh, maybe? Yes, thank you. That's one cannon down. Then there's another cannon over there. We can place down X here to tank a bit. And also start maybe chucking away at those guys there. She wasn't enough to actually deal with the guards. That is crazy. Place down Mudrock. Place down you. Activate Breacher. Okay, he can actually deal with guys that way. Activate Volta. We really need to get rid of that stupid turret up there. Now we can. There we go. You can just annihilate it, hopefully. And the miners are slowly but surely making their way here. Let's have thumbs up. Oh, we don't even need to deal with the pollution. Okay. This is going to be a difficult map in challenge mode, I feel like. But we no longer need to do challenge mode. Also, good to know that you don't need to do bear in challenge mode because there's enough maps. What are the challenges? That's probably fine. That is probably fine. So the last map is going to be the boss, and I'm going to guess it's also the final boss map. Having two bosses in a chapter sounds correct. Which then we'll do that final boss map in a separate episode again, since that feels about right. We'll wait here a bit before we place down Ponk. Now we can go ahead. Just because I'd actually like Perfumer to be alive before Ponk dies too badly. We can send the miner up front. We can have Ponk generate DP. Now we might want to generate enough DP here for a little bit to place down 2 tanks. Or a tank and maybe Lapland is what I hope I can just do. Apparently not. Can we do Lapland and you? I don't think that's really going to work all that well. Because Lapland's just going to die here, isn't she? Okay, yeah, we don't have miners there anymore. We need to speed things up. We can't actually wait on on DP too much. Yeah, I don't really like this. This is a very stally map with the turrets. Is it worse than bear? No, but nothing's going to be worse than bear for a while. Might as well just place down Ponk early. Get DP generation in fast. Have miners happen. Place down Vulpi. Again, not the right direction. Also really sucks that I can't even support the miners up there too much because the fires will kill the miners. How do we do this in the most reasonable way? We do have to wait on Ponk to generate the most DP here before we can place down Perfumer. Activate miner. Activate miner. Place down Ponkyrus. Place down Perfumer. We need to probably place down Exia up here then to deal with those dudes. Activate Exia. Activate Ponk. Exia can deal with one of the turrets there. Okay, good. That's already one big chunk of trouble gone. Now we're just kind of going to wait a little bit. Activate Perfumer. We just need to place down her and you. So now Lapland's safe up there. Which means we can activate Lapland in safety. Activate you. Activate Ponk, please. There we go. Okay, we lost Ponk and more now. That's not particularly great. Place down Exia up there, I guess. There's more turrets, which really sucks. We got rid of a pollution source. We can place down Mudrock. We need to get rid of that turret up there eventually. Oh dear. No, 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 no. Why are you... Why are things moving through? Irritation. Immense irritation. It's once again one of those cases where I look in one corner, which is the bottom left most of all, because things are also happening with that turret, and then I miss the top right. Okay, so yep, again waiting for DP. We're basically going to do everything we did already once again. Activate miners, have that miner activated as well. We can place down Exia here. We can place down Ponk there. Activate Exia. Place down Perfumer. And Perfumer can tank this for a little bit. Activate Ponk. Yeah, Perfumer can tank this for a little while. Not for eternity, but for a little while. Oh, we can actually get you down here. Which is great. We can activate Perfumer again. Now we need to deal with those scouts there. Which means we'll place down Breacher and we'll deactivate the miners so they don't move out anymore. We can activate you to just pull all the crap over to him. Activate Ponk. Activate Breacher. Activate Exia. We have no more turret here, I don't think. So we can place down Lapland safely before activating her. Good. Now Lapland can deal with most troublesome things. Yep. There's another Mangler Beast in the top left, which I need to be aware of, but at least the top left isn't a gate. He'll appear up there now, which means we'll place down Typhon. To support Breacher. And the Mangler Beast should just fall like so. And I guess we might as well just kill that turret with fire. Use Exia. Support everything a bit. Activate Wizardell. Turret is gone. Now we just need to kill whatever remains. Which, that was the last guy. Okay, good. Pollution is actually really annoying because you have to keep everything in check, but it does feel good to have a challenge again, to control the board again and be aware of where you put things. Next up is going to be 1616. Let's see what awaits us there. But for now, for today, that's it. And tomorrow is going to be 1616. Have a good one. Take care. Bye bye.